All right, let's just jump right in. Have you ever gotten to the end of the month, looked at your bank account, and just thought, seriously? Where did all my money go? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. It feels like you're pedaling harder and harder, but just not getting anywhere. Well, today, we're going on a little treasure hunt. We're gonna find that missing money by plugging the invisible leaks that are quietly siphoning away your wealth.
And that quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. See, this isn't about needing some massive pay raise or winning the lottery. It's about waking up to the fact that hundreds, maybe even thousands, of your dollars are just vanishing into things you've been taught to see as totally normal. We're about to uncover a gold mine that's been hiding in your budget this whole time. So, let's get into the diagnosis. Imagine your finances are like a big bucket you're trying to fill up with water. The problem is, for most of us, that bucket is just riddled with these tiny little holes we can't even see. Our job right now is to find every single one of those holes and patch them up for good. Now, you see that word right there, normal? That's the key. That's the dangerous part. These leaks aren't some big, extravagant purchase. No, they're the small, everyday things that have just become background noise. It's that $5 coffee that feels like nothing, but whoops, that's almost $2,000 a year, just gone. They're so ingrained in our daily lives, we don't even see them as a choice anymore.
And this is the perfect way to think about it. Your paycheck is the faucet, pouring water into the tub. You can work overtime, get a second job, turn that faucet on full blast. But it doesn't matter one bit if the drain is wide open. The water just flows right out. The second you decide to plug those leaks, whoosh, the water level actually starts to rise. You finally start making real, visible progress.
So this is the question you really have to ask yourself. And you gotta be honest, that quick hit of happiness from a lunch delivery, it feels good now for sure, but what's the real cost? Is that temporary convenience actually stealing the freedom, the choices, the dignity you could have tomorrow? So where do we start? Well, let's look at the first major culprit. And here it is. Our first category of leaks is what we'll call the daily convenience tax. We live in this amazing world where everything is just a click away, totally effortless. But there's a hidden price. Every time you pay for that convenience, you're paying a steep tax, not to the government, but a tax on your own future.
I mean, I'm sure a few of these look pretty familiar, right? But check out that last one, subscription Stockholm Syndrome. I love that term. You know exactly what it is. You've got 5, 6, 7 different streaming services, but you really only watch 1 or 2. But you just can't bring yourself to cancel the others. It's this bizarre loyalty to a service you don't even use, all because you're afraid of missing out. And so the money just keeps leaking out, month after month.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, so what? A few bucks here and there. But when you add up these tiny leaks, oh boy, the numbers get absolutely wild. Just take those unused subscriptions. Let's say you find just 80 bucks a month. That's it, $80 that you're wasting. You cancel them and you invest that money instead. Over 30 years, you're looking at $100,000. No, that is not a typo. 80 bucks a month turns into 100 grand.
So when you frame it like that, the choice becomes pretty obvious, doesn't it? It's a straight-up trade, a tiny, insignificant comfort right now, or life-changing freedom down the road. That, right there, is the true cost of the convenience tax.
Okay, we've talked about the small stuff. Now let's talk about the big one. The final boss of invisible leaks. And for so many of us, the number one thing holding us back, it's not the mortgage, it's not student loans, nope. It's that shiny thing sitting in the driveway.
And this purchase creates a really nasty trap, perfectly described as lifestyle Stockholm Syndrome. Here's how it works. You get a raise at work, right? And you think, I've earned it, I deserve a nice new car. But now you're saddled with this huge monthly payment, which means you're chained to that job, a job you might not even like, just to afford the very thing that gets you to that job. It's a financial prison cell on 4 wheels.
And get this, the average new car payment is now over $700 a month. A month! Let's be really clear about something. That is not a bill. That is a wealth-destroying missile aimed squarely at your future. That's $8,400 a year that you are lighting on fire for something that's losing value every single second. That money could be your army out there building an empire for you. Instead, it's just evaporating.
Just let that sink in for a minute. That one decision, that one payment, can literally lock you into working for decades longer than you have to. It's the ball and chain that keeps you tethered to your desk long after you could have been free.
But hey, it's not just the big-ticket items like cars. There's another leak. This one is a lot sneakier. It's psychological. It's the status tax. This is all the money we spend not for its actual value, but just to make other people think we're successful.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. The designer logos, the newest phone the day it comes out.
These things are absolute wealth killers. And here's why. In the simplest terms I can put it, they offer a 0% return on investment. Your money goes in, and it never ever comes back out with friends. It's just gone. Their only purpose is perception.
And this is the fundamental difference you have to understand. Looking rich is all about high payments and appearances. Being rich is about high investment contributions and focusing on assets that actually grow. Real wealth isn't the flashy car. It's the boring, paid-off car and an exciting brokerage account that's quietly getting fatter every single month.
So you've got to ask yourself this question. You really do. What game are you playing? Are you playing the look rich game, or are you playing the actually be rich game? Because your answer to that one question is going to determine your entire financial future.
Okay, so we've talked about all the problems, the leaks, the taxes, the psychological traps. What's the payoff for fixing all this? What's the reward? Well, it's not just about having a bigger number in your bank account. It's about something way, way better than that. It's about getting a life of choice. The ultimate prize, the real end goal here, is to build what we call walking away money. Just picture this. You have enough money in the bank that you can literally walk away from a toxic boss, a bad business partner, any situation that is draining your soul, and you'll be completely fine. That is real power. That is the ultimate form of financial dignity and freedom.
So, how do you get there? Well, it all starts with this psychological pivot. First, you just audit your normal spending. Print out a few bank statements, grab a highlighter, and mark every single expense that didn't bring you real, lasting value. Then you start plugging those leaks. You reclaim that wasted money, and you start building your fortress of freedom. You literally shift your identity from someone stuck in survival mode to someone who has options.
And just look at the difference between these two worlds. Survival mode is that constant, low-level anxiety, feeling trapped by your bills. Optionality mode, that's peace of mind. That's making decisions based on what fulfills you, not just what you have to do to get by. This, right here, this is the real prize we're fighting for.
And let's be absolutely crystal clear on this last point. This is not about depriving yourself. This is not about living a miserable life just to save a few bucks. It is the exact opposite. It's about empowering yourself. It's about being intentional so you can finally build a life that you control instead of a life that controls you.
So, I'm going to leave you with this. Take a moment and really think about it. If your money was working for you, if your bills were just paid automatically every month without you even thinking about it, what would you choose to do with your time, your energy, your life? That is the freedom that's waiting for you.